Do you ever feel like you're way too busy to date, let alone have a relationship? Stay tuned and we'll let you know how you can have both.
Hey guys, Becky and Corey here. And today we're going to talk about an issue that many of our clients have had. And that is the statement that goes something like, I don't have time to date, or I don't have time to devote to a relationship right now. Both of which are very disempowering, and both of which are bullshit. You have time for whatever you want to have time for. And today we're going to dive into what it means to feel a no in your body. Because if you don't know your no, you can't know your yes. The reason I bring that up is oftentimes we say yes to a myriad of things that we have no desire to say yes to.
And then there's no time for anything.
Yeah. So you get really busy, you're working really hard, and you're doing all this stuff, but you're not happy. You're not doing anything that's in alignment for yourself.
Probably a little exhausted.
Probably exhausted, stressed out for sure. And you may actually be doing some things that are in alignment, but you're not directly in alignment and you're not following your purpose the way you want to. Now, when you come across with a disempowered yes, people can feel it. You know, it's like, sure, I'll come out after work, when really you want to go home and you want to go to bed because you're exhausted. They can tell that you don't want to be there. You know, and whether it's out of politeness or it's out of, not wanting to hurt someone's feelings and that compassion.
Or even just wanting to be like, if I don't say yes now, maybe they won't ask me again. So we're going to go into each of these a little bit deeper and see what you can do to have a really super solid yes and then to know your no.
So first, again, with the politeness, we were taught, be polite, make people feel good. Don't cause waves.
Don't hurt anybody's feelings.
Don't hurt anybody's feelings. Well, really, it actually hurts people's feelings more when you say yes to something and you either bail or you show up and you're not present because you want to be somewhere else.
And I imagine you felt this on the other side. When someone said yes to you and you can tell they're not really a yes, it just doesn't feel good. Like versus when someone's like, oh my God, yes, this is amazing, let's do it. It has a totally different feel, and you know what it's like on the other side, but sometimes we forget what it's like when we're the ones saying yes or no.
How many times have you had a client that's like, oh yeah, that sounds good, and then they balk later at the program because they weren't all in? When you have, on the other hand, a client that's like, this is exactly what I need, oh my God, this is amazing, and they do all the work and they flourish and their life is transformed.
And whether that's a client or whether that's a potential partner, like the place you want to be is having them be like a hell yes to you. Mm-hmm. And that's the place we want to be in our own responses. But it's not what we're taught.
Not at all. And, a big piece that I found in my own life is, I don't want to say no because I don't want to block other opportunities. Whether it's from the same person, like, oh, this person, they have a lot of connections and I don't want to lose that. Or, the universe presents opportunities and you don't want to say no because you don't want to stop that flow. You can receive and be grateful for the opportunity and still say no so you have your own boundaries and you're keeping in alignment with your purpose and what you're here to do.
It actually sets up a lot more respect and a lot more trust, that someone can really trust your yes as well as your no. And in fact, when you're able to have a really clear no, your yes is so much more solid that people really trust you, whether that's, potential business partner or a potential romantic partner.
Yeah. So how do you know your no? That's a great question. Really feel into your body. Your body knows. Your body has wisdom. Your body holds your intuition. Thing is, a lot of us are really disconnected from our bodies.
And this thing up here will get you so confused. Yeah. Because when we start, well, if I say no, and then maybe I won't get the opportunity, but yes, do I want to? And all of a sudden, 5, 10, 30 minutes goes by just trying to decide if I'm a yes or no from the head. Yeah. Just doesn't work unless you really love torturing yourself.
Absolutely. Also, a no is not forever. We've had a ton of clients that initially say no to us, and we celebrate them in that, and we invite them to come to our other free stuff, and we put on things like this so that you guys can have tips and you can have some interaction. We still love you regardless of whether you're a yes or a no. And honestly, that no is so empowering sometimes that we've had several clients that say no initially, and then later they come back to us and they're like, you know what? I have the money. I'm ready. I really want to go down this path.
And what's happened is there's likely times in your life where it didn't feel like saying no was available or acceptable or even that it would be heard. And so sometimes just getting the opportunity to say no is a huge, huge step in your growth, in your relationship, in connection. The funny thing is that a powerful no can really draw you closer. And so that reminds me of a client we had just recently on the table. Like, just getting to say no and having that no honored and respected and received, just the waves of tears that came up and how much cleared. And afterwards she was saying like how much, like she kept seeing all these different faces and people that she got to say no to that wasn't available early in her life, and how empowering that was. And it's so exciting to see her like so in her power, and that knowing now that her yes means something.
Yeah. And when it comes to a romantic partner, if you're tired, but you really have a desire, you can always say no and. So if you're approached, or if you're doing the approaching, and the answer is no, I'm not, I don't have the energy to come out tonight. I have plans. You can always no, and I'm free Saturday, not Friday.
That renegotiation is so powerful. Whether it's the actual renegotiation of saying when you are available, or even just saying, I'm a no right now, and I'm really interested, and I'm really intrigued. Like, follow up with me later.
Keep that line of communication open. That communication, when it gets really clear, is what will allow you to bring everything into alignment in your life. Romance, business, money, every part of your life.
And it's amazing how much time it frees up. It doesn't mean you have to say no to everything, but you'll start to feel on a body level what that means to really have a clear yes or a clear no. And maybe means no.
Maybe always means no. There's a hell yes and a hell no, but there's no maybe. That's just hell.
So we've got a special gift for you guys today. We want to make sure that you're getting an opportunity to experience what a yes and a no feels like at a body level. So you can head on over to mantramed.com/gift, and we've got an embodied yes-no meditation for you, so you can begin the practice of feeling that at a body level and then testing it out when you're asked a yes-no question.
So head on over to www.mantramed.com, click on the gift tab. It'll drop down and you can click on the yes-no meditation. That is our gift to you. And until next week, have an excellent week.
Absolutely.
Love you guys.
Take care.